So, very good evening to all the panelists and the participants today. Today, I, C.H. Shah, the convener of the Students' Committee of Chamber of Consultants, welcome you all today to the session of New Scheme of CA Education and Training by none other than our Central Council member of ICAI, CA Priti Savla ma'am and CA Daya Niwas Sharma sir. But before beginning the session, we start by a small prayer. So I request Varsha ma'am to do the same.
Hello everybody. As we begin the first program of the Student Committee for this year, we seek God's blessings for all our endeavors in this direction of working for students as learning today, leading tomorrow. Here we go. Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kurume Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwara Gurur Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Ya Kundendu Tushara Dhapala Ya Shubhrava Ya Veena Varadanda Manditakara Ya Shveta Padmasana Ya Brahma Chuta Shankara Prabhudibhe Devai Sada Vandita Sama Patu Saraswati Bhagavati Nishesha Jadyapaha. Thank you.
Thank you, Varsha ma'am. As we got the blessings of Ma Saraswati ji to begin with our session, first, formally I request our President Sir, CA Harish Kenya sir, to give his welcome and opening address. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Charmi. I welcome you all to the first program of Student Committee on new scheme of CA Education and Training. I welcome speaker of today's topic, Central Council member ICA, CA Priti Savla, and Vice Chairman, Board of Studies ICA, CA Daya Niwas Sharma. Friends, before we move on to the topic, I will take 2 minutes to talk about the Chamber of Tax Consultants and its activity for the benefit of many of the participants who are new to the Chamber. Friends, Chamber established in 1926 and it has completed 97 years as a non-profit organization and is a professional organization representing more than 4,000 tax professionals and students across India. Its main objective is to promote and protect the interest of its members by providing them with a platform to exchange ideas and information related to taxation, enhance their knowledge and skill, and offer networking opportunities through interactive meetings and seminars. Chamber works through its 15 committees like Direct Tax Committee, Indirect Tax Committee, International Committees, and so on. Friends, student education is crucial for the development of any profession. It provides the knowledge, skill, value necessary for the professional to succeed. Education promotes the continuous learning, ensuring professionals to stay updated with the latest advancement. It instills ethics and professionalism, fostering trust and integrity within the profession. Moreover, education encourages collaboration and networking, allowing students to learn them the experienced professionals and contribute to the professional's growth. Overall, the student education plays a vital role in shaping the future of a profession and driving its success. To fulfill the objective of the student education and development, the Chamber has established a dedicated student committee. This committee focuses on the organizing study circle meetings, workshops, providing students with the valuable insights and updates on the various subjects relevant to their practical training, such as audit, tax audit, GST, and other contemporary topics. The committee also arranges programs for the law students, including workshop on office productivity and the technology tools and enhancing their practical training. Additionally, it conducts engaging activities like the Dastur Essay competition, debate competition in collaboration with the colleges, article orientation programs, legal practice orientation courses, and industry visits. The committees also host the National Moot Court competitions, where the participants from the various law schools and universities showcase their talents in the rounds held at the prestigious venues. Friends, coming back to the topic of the day, new scheme of the CA, education and training. ICA has introduced a new scheme of education and training for aspiring chartered accountants, aligning with international standards and the national education policy. Starting from July 1st, 2023, the scheme aims to provide a comprehensive framework for the chartered accountancy education. It emphasizes structured courses, practical training, and clear entry routes. Aspiring chartered accountants should familiarize themselves with the new scheme and adhere to the registration and examination timelines. This development refers to ICAI's commitment to adopt and equip professionals for the global accounting landscapes. We have with us CA Priti Savla and CA Daya Niwas Sharma, who will take us to the features of this new scheme. With this, I now hand over this proceeding to Chairperson Niyati to take the proceedings further. Thank you.
Niyati, you're on mute.
Thank you, sir. Good evening, friends. I'm Advocate Niyati Mankar, Chairperson of the Student Committee of the Chamber of Tax Consultants. A warm welcome to all of you for our today's session on the new scheme of CA education and training. It is because of the immense enthusiasm and support from all of you that the Student Committee is achieving greater success each year. As the President has already thrown light on the activities of the Chamber as well as of the Student Committee, and the various initiatives which are taken by us, I request each and every one of you to become a member of the Chamber and take maximum benefit of the same. I would also like to point out one unique aspect of the Chamber, that it brings together persons belonging to different professions under one roof. So whether you are a CA, lawyer, CS, cost accountant, anyone can become a member of the Chamber. Thus, apart from academic and knowledge dissemination benefits, Chamber provides you with an opportunity to network with also persons belonging to different professions. Friends, the aim of today's session is to give a quick insight about the new scheme to all stakeholders and to resolve the queries of the participants of the session. With that, I wish you good luck and I hope you have an enriching experience. Over to you, Charmi.
Thank you, Niyati and President Sir, for your insights. So first, not eclipsing between you and our speakers are very eager to give and share their knowledge on our topic. So I request CA Raj Khona to introduce our speaker, and also Charmi G. Shah to introduce CA Priti Savla ma'am. First, I know Priti Savla ma'am from years, and if we say woman empowerment, she is the first person who comes to the mind for, she's the idol of woman empowerment for all over India. And also Daya Niwas Sharma sir, whom I know from years, he's a tax savvy, and any of the committee, he has done his best. So over to, for formal introduction, over to Charmi and Raj.
So I am not too sure if I'll be, if any introduction for Priti ma'am will be enough. All of us know her very well. But coming to formal introduction, she is the Central Council member at the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. She is on the, she's the chairperson of the Sustainability Board at WYMEC. She serves as independent director in RT Industries, RT Drugs, ITI Mutual Funds Trustees Private Limited. She's the partner at KPB Associates and a director at Perch Strategic Advisors Private Limited, Perch Foundation. She has contributed various articles in professional journals. She has been speaker on topic of professional interest at various forums. Her passion is advising businesses and NGOs to guide their success, to guide them to their success and take them to the next level. And with this, I welcome Priti ma'am today to take the session. Over to you, Raj.
Thank you, Charmi. I welcome both the speakers. It is my privilege to introduce a very knowledgeable and very a gentleman person like CA Daya Niwas Sharma sir. He's the vice chairman of the Board of Studies Academics and also the Central Council member. He's a man of great professional and academic credentials. He's a second generation chartered accountant, and he's a managing partner at Lakshmi Niwas and Company Chartered Accountants. He is also a information system auditor and a certified forensic auditor, having completed a diploma in and certificate courses conducted by the ICI. He has over 23 years of experience in the field of auditing, accounting, corporate restructuring, valuation, due diligence, transaction restructuring, and other financial management services. He has been second term at the Central Council. This is his second term at the Central Council, and he has a long list of contributions in the last in the both terms made with technological upgradation of the institute activities, the self-service portal, the new ICI website, the digital learning hub, UDIN, CA Connect portal, driving the finance tax literacy drives in 11 languages website, WeCare portal for senior members. He has contributed in various other capacities as a board member of the XBRL, QRB, Peer Review Board, Financial Reporting Review Board, Taxation Audit Quality Review Board, and he has done a lot for the activities that contributed to the profession. He is a member of the Federation of the Telangana Chamber of Commerce and Industries, Indo-American Chamber of Commerce and Industries, TAI Hyderabad, CEO, CFO Forum Hyderabad. He is also a qualified member of the AMFI since 2004. He has been covered by Coffee Table Book and recognized a Young India Visionary by MG Innovative Media Group in the whole of UAE. He continues to deliver lectures at IC and other education institutions on various topics, and I think his list of achievements are very long. With this, I welcome sir to chamber and look forward for a very insightful session. Thank you for accepting our invitation and agreeing to speak on this very relevant and interesting topic on the new scheme for of the education for the students, and it is also relevant for the members. So thank you.
Over to you, Priti ma'am and Daya Niwas sir.
So, with the permission of Daya Niwas Sharma sir, I'll start. Yeah. So, very respected President, Chamber of Tax Consultants, C. Harish Kenya, Vice President, C. Vijay Bhatt, Chairperson of Students Committee, Madam Niyati Mankar, and all my dear friends, Charmi Ji, Varsha Madam, Charmi Ji Shah, Charmi A. Shah, Raj, Vitang, and all participants. I am seeing that some of the past presidents have also shared they are attending. So all my past presidents of chamber, and as such, I am also part of the students committee of chamber. As such, chamber is about 100 going to complete 100 years. However, the student committee is very young as compared to the overall chamber, and it's about 10 years, and I am associated with student committee since the conceptualization of student committee, and accordingly it is very, very near to my heart. And recently we had a meeting where Niyati has jotted down more than 30 programs, 30 initiatives, and which will, I believe, will take at least 100 days of the year to associated with the students' activity at chamber. So even if the committee is very young, but the activities are very, very much, a lot of activities are being done under the leadership of Niyati and earlier Vitang and all the chairman, Varsha madam, and everyone. So, friends, the new scheme, the first program of this committee during this year is the first program. And when we were discussing about various activities, so this was a lot of firms, members, chartered accountants, as well as the students were asking what is the new scheme which has been passed by the council. and how it is, from when it is applicable, how it is applicable. And we have invited C. Daya Sharma, sir, who is the Board of Studies Vice Chairman. So who better than Daya sir when we discussed about it, because he was the chairman last year when lot of interactions, lot of meetings have happened, and then this year he is acting as a vice chairman of Board of Studies. So who better than him? So that directly coming from, all the initiatives and entire scheme coming from directly from the Board of Studies of ICAI. And I really thank Daya Bhai. He, in spite of his busy schedule, has immediately agreed to take the session. And he, in fact, he is, I think, at Bengaluru. Basically, he is from Hyderabad, but today he was traveling to Bengaluru, and he has rescheduled his flight timings also, traveling also. So thank you very much, Daya Bhai. How we have divided, I will take the brief how this new scheme, the overall the new scheme is all about, and how the process, how the council has done the process, and how the Board of Studies first has done the process. And the nitty-gritties of the scheme will be taken up by Daya Bhai. So we, to our Central Council members, here Daya Niwas Sharma, we tell him Daya Bhai. So I will tell Daya Bhai to him in this session also. Okay. So with these friends, so last time, this is for first term of me in the council. And when I entered the council, I was being given the first year, the chairmanship of any committee doesn't come. So I was given the vice chairmanship of Sustainability Reporting Standard Board and Women and Young Members, Women Members Committee at that time, and some of few other committees and all. So I'm not going into that. But the thing which we came to know, that the CRET, which was earlier used to happen, Committee for Review of Education and Training of Chartered Accountancy, used to happen after every 10 years. But then prior to that, our then president, C. Nihar Jhambusaria, thought that 10 years is a very long time, and it should happen little early. And in less than about 5 years, the CRET has started, so that what is going in the world, we should be updated. The institute, ICAI, should be updated, and accordingly the students should also be updated. And accordingly, the CRET meetings across India has started happening. So here, friends, as such, the regular updates our Board of Studies is doing regularly on daily basis. Whatever new things are coming are incorporated. Every budget is incorporated. Indirect tax paper, for example. But here, the CRET is a very big thing. So when we entered the council, so the CRET was already summed up, and there are 11 new entrants in the council who were not knowing what this new CRET, all the meetings happened in the last year, and we were not knowing what is this new CRET. And it is the job of now Board of Studies so to do it again. So it was already, I think Daya Bhai will correct me if I'm wrong, that it has already been put up at the Ministry of Corporate Affairs at that time, and who is the final authority to approve the new scheme. So then it was a tough job for Board of Studies to again come and again discuss all the things in the council again. So the ball started rolling. So the new scheme has the lot of outreach meeting, the what is new scheme all about. So 2 years of articleship. So majority of the members are aware about 2 years of articleship and uninterrupted articleship. Articleship will start from both the groups past. 8 में से 6 सब्जेक्ट हो गए हैं, but detailed the things are not known by everyone. So accordingly, the Board of Studies thought, let all the council members understand this entire new scheme of education and training. So we had round the clock board of study meeting. So about 2 days continuously we discussed this entire new scheme, okay, which was weighted by, again it has come to the council, again it board of studies discussed, and then the board of study, the Daya thought, let us have the outreach meetings so that we can take the views of members, students at large, the industries, the academicians. All of these views are very important when we come out with the new scheme. And can anyone imagine how many outreach meetings have been done? There across India, there were more than 100 meetings, 102 outreach physical as well as online meetings. Majority were physical meetings. So they reached out to everyone, members in practice, members in industry, students, then also stakeholders, the academicians, the teachers, the professors, then stakeholders, the regulators, everyone, not only members, not only in India, but members across the world at global level. The information information have been taken up. Then 102 meetings, specifically I would say the Bombay, we have done 2 days. Chairman BOS has come to Bombay, and we have covered more than 3,000 members and students in these 2 days. We had organized this outreach meeting at Yogi Sabhagra. The hall was jam-packed. The members were invited. They have given their views. Students were invited at BKC and couple of meetings. We have visited various areas. So Central Place as well as various areas in Mumbai were also covered. And accordingly, how many suggestions have been received? Can you imagine? More than 25,000 suggestions have been received for this new scheme. And it is not easy to compile 25,000 suggestions. And the board of studies at that time, under Dayabhai's leadership, has compiled each and every suggestions of members and students and everyone, academician, who have given the suggestions. After this is the highest number of outreach meetings, highest number of suggestions received from stakeholders, member students, which has been compiled and put up to the board of studies. And after due deliberation, again in the board of studies, again 2 days meeting we have compiled, the board of studies has compiled, taken the views of all these members, 25,000 who have given, and put up to the board of study. The council, all the council members were invited in board of studies meeting, and they have understood what are the views of the members, students and stakeholders. And then the compilation has happened, and then it has gone to the council. The council, lot of discussions have happened at the council, okay, whether this articleship period is correct, not correct, whether students can join only after completion of two groups is correct, whether it should happen, it should not happen. Each and every point has been deliberately discussed. After the discussion, the council has passed it, and then it has gone to Ministry of Corporate Affairs for the signature of the madam who is heading MCA, that is Honorable Nirmala Sitaram. After that, there are huge deliberations have happened between ICAI, Board of Studies, President, Vice President, and Madam, the MCA, and couple of meetings, certain things what they wanted to understand, various presentations have been made. Accordingly, whatever has been approved, whatever has been presented after due deliberation, we have compiled the suggestions given by MCA, and then it has come, and then it has been on 25th July, it has passed by 25th June, I think, it has been passed by the official gazette, it has come, and on 1st July 2023, it has been released by Honorable President of India, Dr. Draupadi Murmu, at Delhi, and this is the entire journey. The glimpses, if we see, of this is this is the world-class course. Our Supreme Court has also said that chartered accountancy, the examination of chartered accountancy, is one of the best system the ICAI has. Again, it's a world-class system, a world-class. This new scheme is a world-class, which is compiled as per seen the international level curriculum also. We don't want to put lot of burden at the students, and simultaneously we should also ensure that the firm should also get the proper benefit out of the scheme. All these things have been taken care. Again, we are doing, after the new thing, after this has been passed by the ICAI, we are again doing the outreach programs. And this is also one of the outreach program, because a lot of members and students want to understand what is this new scheme is all about. And lot of calls are coming. However, we have our fantastic system of ICAI called Sahayata, which has been developed last year, about 6 months back. And I'm happy to share with all of you that I have worked as a joint convener in this project. You can take the number 9975 and this is the number where any aspiring student or member wants to understand about themselves, about the ICAI, any of the scheme, any certificate course, any of the issues, they will get the proper response. And we have done more than 100 meetings for developing this ICAI called Sahayata also. And it is the service what we do for CA members and the students and aspiring students also. So you'll get, but however, the nitty-gritties of the course is also important to understand. And a lot of firms have the questions, a lot of students have the questions. We will deliberate all these things in today's sessions. You can put all your questions in the chat box. At the end, everything will be covered. All the questions will be answered. And this is how the outreach meetings has been planned. My compliments to Niyati and entire team of students committee and the president, vice president and entire managing committee for organizing this program. And again, my sincere thanks and appreciation to Daya Niwas Sharma for joining and agreeing to join this program, outreach meeting and sharing his all insights. But I must say that the Board of Studies, the work which has been done in last year and this year, we'll also see, if you can go to the Board of Studies portal, the fantastic system has been developed and it is at par with international standards. So friends, with these words, I compliment everyone and I request now Daya Bhai to take up with the new scheme of education and training.
Thank you very much, Priti. Your deliberation actually took me to the entire memory lane, which I walked last year. And really, I was just smiling. I was getting all my travel plans with you, which I was running around in Mumbai for 2 days. And then across the country, how we met people, how we reached out. I think hats off to you that you could actually get me that entire discussion in the council, in the Board of Studies, everything. So thank you very much, first of all, for making that possible and get me the memory lane back and get me back to the nostalgic, feeling which is there. So first for that, and second for giving an opportunity to come into CTC. You are the person who coordinated and ensured that I come here, and I'm really equally excited to know that this is the first program of the student, learning experience, which itself is a great feeling altogether. And what can it be better when Varsha Madam actually prayed to Lord Saraswati so nicely. And I hope, I put my fingers crossed that, the future of this profession is always going to be taken care by Lord in a true sense. Technology is there, but even the technology is giving us prayers and prarthanas in over the period of time. So I'll put forward for that. Arji, thank you very much for making it possible for me to come in. Also, Niyati for that matter, because you are the president and she's the chairperson of the student learning experience, and all the other members who are there. I don't want to name them, but yes, most important part is, the discussion which Priti Bain actually talked. The journey started from there, because 11 new Chartered Accountants Council members have joined, and they were not aware of what is going to be the CRET. The first responsibility was to convince our own council members whether we are going right or there is anything more that can be done. Thanks to the gentleman who is called Nihar Jambusaria from Mumbai, who made it possible to actually work on this entire process and keep something ready for us to take over for the next council. And equally delighted that, I was given that opportunity to handle that. And you all have seen this entire journey, as rightly said by Pritiben, 102 outreach, which never happened, 25,000 feedbacks, which never happened. And for all your surprise, let me just share with you is 85% of the people have given a positive response rather than negative. So it was very easy for us to do a compilation. 85%, just imagine, of the people. And when we put forward this entire agenda before the Ministry of Corporate Affairs, the Ministry of Corporate Affairs was superly excited, saying that we can't even imagine your outreach has been such successful. And we had to say one thing, that, sir, membership number, name of a person, student SR registration number, that registration number with a mobile number, with OTPs on their mobile only could actually give the feedback on the entire application. So the authenticity of the 25,000 feedback has been to a clearest level of transparency that we have ensured. And what to say about like Pritiben? The point is very simple. You alone are not a person who is fighting the war. It's basically your team which stands together, which gives a lot of confidence, who actually stand with you and give that confidence. And this lady, the way she supported us in designing the syllabus to find out the best faculties from Mumbai, who actually helped us out to evaluate whether the curriculum is going in the right direction or not. Can you just imagine how many meetings and how many people have been participated in this entire designing of curriculum? Guess, Harishji, guess. Guess, any number. It's more than 300 people, chartered accountants and academicians from across the country of various universities who sat in our institute and designed the entire syllabus pro bono without charging a single rupee. Saraswati ka vaas agar hai na sir, apne institute mein hai. And let us be proud about our institute in a true sense and feel great that this 75 years, the way we have actually gone through is something which we have achieved, remarkable, undoubtedly. And today we stand tall with the single moment. The person who actually had certain reservations is today talked. I don't know how many of you have seen Madam Nirmala Sitharaman's video. How many of you have seen? Pritiben, did you see that?
Sir, we can run that also over here.
I want you, if you can run that, I'll be grateful. Because
I will share with Niyati, and at the end we can run that. And again, I would also mention that along with chairman last year, vice chairman who is now chairman, I would also appreciate his efforts, Vishal Doshi, who has also worked together.
Yes, I'm going to come there. A journeyman who has been a great help. Undoubtedly, I don't know how many of you are aware, though I'm touching a sentimental part. My mother was always in hospital. And this man who has supported me all throughout and gave me that confidence that we can make it possible. And that is how this entire thing has gone through. Vishal Doshi is one person who's been a great support as a vice chairman. Now he's the chairman, I am the vice chairman. Only thing what I did was basically releasing the syllabus was not important. It is basically how the exam is to be conducted. So if you are willing to be in examination committee, which is a standing committee, you cannot be chairman of any other committee. So I sacrificed, rather I said, no, let Vishal Bhai be the chairman and I'll be the vice chairman so that I can be part of the examination committee also. So whatever we have designed last year, that need to be implemented now. So a 360-degree view and thought process can be given. But one thing which I would like to tell you all, can you guess what is the comparison which we have done before coming out with the syllabus? We have taken the 7 top institutes of the world, compared our entire syllabus, and proud to say that today we are the best in the world. We are the best syllabus in the world. The concept of self-paced learning nowhere is there. The practical training aspect during the course of articleship, what you talk about the articleship period, nowhere. It is parallel to this, and we have not let the sanctity of our profession get diluted. People said that, we have diluted the course. I don't know from where the dilution has happened, but we have trimmed or might be realigned the course in such manner which makes a lot of sense over a period of time. Nothing wrong in past. New laws, new subjects, new things were coming, and we were adding to the syllabus one after another. But just think, you people who are there, who are qualified chartered accountants, do we know everything? The answer is big no. So what is required? That much only a student should learn to be a chartered accountant. Let him become expert later. So that was the thought process with which we did. So the first point which people thought was, we have diluted the course, or we have reduced the syllabus. We have removed corporate law and costing from final. So all these things I'm going to answer today, and I can tell you proudly, if institute is going to give double degree, which we get it in doctorates, I'll be the first person to write CA examination in the new course. And there's a reason behind it. Take it from me. Please take it from me. The course, the students who are going to write examination in May 24, right? And you and I who are qualified couple of years back will not be that effective the way effective the new students are going to qualify. I'll take you through the entire journey and you'll appreciate. So many doubts are there in people's mind. Ask everything today. Let's clarify everyone that, if my nephew is doing CA, you tell me, will I do something wrong for my nephew? If it is a chairmanship of board of studies, which is taking care of 8.5 lakh students, will institute go wrong in that entire process? We have been very conscious. We have deliberated multiple times. We ensured that the entire syllabus which has been designed for the benefit of student cannot be tinkered at any given point in time, and we don't want anyone to question when we design and launch the syllabus. So with this, let me take you through something very interesting, a different journey altogether, though I have limitation of time, but let me not stop. I hope I'm able to get the screen on for a moment. Just 1 second.
Yes, screen is with, yeah. It's getting shared. Yeah, now it is shared.
Now it is shared?
Yes.
Oh my God. 1 second. 1 second. Is it clear now?
Yeah.
So this is the presentation which we have made it for all you people. And I request you all people to just have a concentrated thought. I'll very quickly take you through. You all know the scheme, but I'm ready to answer the questions rather than explaining you the scheme again. What is it new in this entire syllabus? Is basically we have redesigned the entire curriculum, as I told. Just go back and tell me one thing. What was the number of papers which we had in the new syllabus, old syllabus? 4 foundation, 8 inter, and 8 final, right? That amounts to 20. So now also we have 4, 6, 4, 6, which is 20. So technically what we have done is we have aligned the entire syllabus based on its importance and relevance. Lot of information which was being added into the syllabus has been to either pushed off or realigned to foundation, inter, and final courses. Number 2, we made it uninterrupted practical training, which a lot of people have been thinking that 3 years articles is reduced to 2 years. Boss, please understand, what we wanted a student to do was very simple. That the student should, when he's coming for articleship, today also, if you talk about when it was before 30th June, 3 years of practical training, right? 3 years of practical training में एक group या आधा group कर आने के बाद आदमी used to give him articleship. That person used to come and join articleship, but again that person used to go for his examination classes, this, that, and all other. Then again he's going for exam leave. Rather than that 8 papers, we have made it 6, and we got 4 to self-paced learning. 2 we have eliminated from inter, 2 we have eliminated from final, and got that. We'll discuss about that also. So now what is going to happen is the 6 papers which they need to study, they need to be very clear. I have to, without burden of education, I should be doing my training. And this course from the day one is distance learning course. It is not a classroom course at any given point in time. So what we have done, we have put that 6 papers you qualify, and then 2 years uninterrupted. No ITT, no GMCS, nothing. So once you complete your intermediate, complete your ITT and GMCS, and you are free, now you come to the articleship, which has self-paced learning, which I'm going to talk separately. Then after completing your articleship, you have 6 months time to write your examination post 6 months. So what is different now? Also it is the same thing. There also it is the same thing. But only thing what has happened is, by making it 6 subjects, the probability of realigning the entire syllabus, the probability of passing is better now. What was happening in the previous course versus the new course, I'm going to take it separately. Self-paced learning. When we go to that slide, I'll explain you what it is. Multidisciplinary subjects and specialization, which you will understand with the self-paced learning module. Ethics and technology in all core subjects of final paper. Like example, when you talk about income tax, today we have been teaching ethics in auditing paper. But what is the benefit of that? He or she doesn't understand at the age when we are teaching ethics. If the same ethics is embedded in income tax, in GST, in audit, in financial reporting, the most important part is they'll understand the impact of doing something wrong and where it is going to, which clause of code of ethics is going to get triggered. So what we did, income tax ke andar, last chapter is information technology and ethics. That means information technology relating to income tax website is going to be taught to the student at that point in time about everything what is required. Parallelly, from application of PAN card to the assessment level, what all have been the disciplinary cases, examples are going to be imbibed in the entire. So the person who is reading professional ethics in final, he will understand what is actually there. Right? Now, I'm audible, I hope.
Yes, sir, you are.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. No, because on the iPad, I can see only myself and it's difficult to talk to self. But however, so in final, when you talk about GST, from the GST registration, HSN code, classification, certification, what all is there? 1 second, I'm sorry. Hello. So point is, when we are talking about GST, we are going to have the cases which are relevant there. So information technology, which is there with GST department or indirect tax department, is going to be forming part of this. The student who has not got exposure in his articleship or in his process of learning will now get to know, okay, there is something which is existing like this. Now, next part is focus on strategic decision making and providing business solution. I'll talk about this when we discuss in other chapters. Emphasize in emerging technologies. That also is there in the next slide, which we are going to talk about in the self-paced learning. Best part in this entire ecosystem is, I think we all have to appreciate and applaud our leadership at the institute. From last 2 years, we are able to reduce the number of days of examination results. Now we have come to 45 days. Friends, let me just tell you, with the introduction of 30% MCQ and 70% descriptive, just imagine the results are going to might be, I don't know, in 30 days is going to come out. So the preparation time for all our students also will increase drastically, and might be number of examinations which we are going to conduct also may increase drastically. We are putting our fingers crossed. We are putting it with sincere effort. People can talk anything, but till the time I don't try, I feel I am dead. Let me try and let me be alive. And that is how we are going to take it forward, this course also. Recognition of business accounting associates. What has happened over a period of time is lot of people, right? Priti Ben, even the president, sir, with us, there are a lot of people who have done chartered accountancy course. And unfortunately, they could not complete after intermediate. And these people are lost. They have given the youth to the profession. And today, we don't have a semi-qualification kind of thing. So today, what we have done is a concept of BAA has been very qualitatively deliberated. And a person from Mumbai, again, Dheeraj Khandelwal is there, who's actually given his thoughts on how the BAA should be recognized. Friends, I can tell you one thing. Just imagine few thousands or few lakhs of people who have given their youth to the profession, unfortunately could not clear their CA, now are going to get the BAA certification, who have completed their intermediate, completed the GMCS and ITT, and more such things which are being proposed. The most important part, which I'm really excited in my life, is with regards to country-specific international curriculum. Can you just imagine, which was never the case earlier, right? Which was never the case earlier. Just think about ICI getting launched in, ICI getting launched in different parts of the world with country-specific subjects. Example, you go to Africa, you can launch ICI course, which was never a authority given to us. Now we have got an authority that we can launch our own course anywhere in the world. Similarly, have you ever imagined that articles who is completing his article, you have industrial training period, right? In past, we never had an opportunity to do international industrial training. Now you have an opportunity for doing international industrial training. What it means? Earlier, the Act said, if you are doing industrial training, you need to work under a chartered accountant who is in industry. But now, what is the new regulation which has gotten, Any chartered accountant or a CPA anywhere in the world is a member of an institute of that respective jurisdiction, but he's a member of IFAC. An article who is doing articleship in India can go and do industrial training under that person also. Just imagine the kind of vision which we are giving to our students. And we want more and more students to actually go abroad, learn new things and come back so that this nation drives the benefit. When you talk about India going to be the youth population and youngest country in the world, and we are going to get all that advantage, why do we stop our students to go and take international exposure? International curriculum. My friends who have moved away from India, we have 76 international chapters, and we have close to 43 countries in which we have our international chapters. Now, the point is there, the CEOs, a lot of chartered accountants have moved. Close to 50,000 chartered accountants are not in India, abroad. So these children wants to do CA. But what was happening, he's never seen income tax, GST or corporate law of India. And we are teaching them that. Whereas now if I just align this entire thing and teach them their law, right? Whether it is income tax, GST or corporate law, and give them a certificate of chartered accountancy, who is qualified from the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, which is currently the largest accounting body of the world. Will we take a pride or not? Or do we want to still live in the thought of 75 years back when our ancestors have actually given? We have not diluted anything. We have not even touched upon, changing anything. We have rather given more logic and more vision to a young chartered accountant who is coming in. What is he going to learn? Just imagine. We have realigned the entire thing. 4 papers in foundation, right? We have changed. Why does a chartered accountant know a trigonometry? What are the different calculations and all those things? Rather, we made it. I'll just get the screen back again, and I'll show you what is the new syllabus which has come. Have you seen, all of you have seen the new syllabus? So let me just take 2 minutes of your time. Once, just a moment. Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
This is one thing before I take. Okay, let me just take you through this. What is the intermediate curriculum? For the first time, what we have done is accounting. When we designed the syllabus, foundation, inter, and final we have put together and we realign. If you go and see the syllabus in detail, there's a lot of eliminations and additions which have happened. So now progressive learning of a student has to be there when you talk about accounting. And today you be proud that we are the people who have actually done the syllabus vetting of CBSE entirely, and we are very closely working with multiple universities. We have signed MOUs and we are in process of signing multiple MOUs where we are going to give the designing of their accounting, entire commerce education. We have already moved. Priti is already signed with Mumbai University, MOU. Now, example, law, business laws. What is there in mathematics? Earlier we had a mathematics paper. Now it is business mathematics, logical reasoning, and statistics. Business economics is also going to be considered, which is aligned with the 11th and 12th syllabus of the regular undergrad learning. What is there in intermediate? Advanced accounting, corporate, and other laws. What was happening? Corporate law, half in inter, half in final. We said nothing doing. Let us get all corporate law. When a student is going to read corporate law, let him learn the entire thing by eliminating certain parts which was not required at the inter level. Other laws which are only relevant to corporate law are only been aligned there. Taxation paper, 50-50 marks, cost management, auditing and ethics, financial management, and strategic management. These are the papers which are actually there for your intermediate. And a lot of alignment is being done, cutting is being done, addition also is being done equally. Now, when we go to the self-paced learning, set A and B, people have said that, corporate law paper has been moved out. Why it is moved out? Where is it moved out? There is no choice here. There is a compulsory paper which is of set A and set B. In set A, corporate and economic laws will be considered. What is self-paced learning? Let us first understand that. Self-paced learning is wherever, whenever, whatever I want to learn, I'll learn. While I'm in auto rickshaw, I'm in a taxi, I'm in a train, I'm in a flight, wherever I am traveling, I'll have to learn continue my education process. So corporate law, which has been moved to inter, in the final level, when you're doing your articleship, the corporate law which you have prepared for writing examination is now going to be aligned with experiential learning. Means if you're talking about board of directors, quorum of board, quorum of audit committee, corporate governance, this all are going to be video lectures which are going to be pictorial in nature. If a student has not come across his learning experience during articleship time, he will still relate his life as if he is doing it in his own class, office. Similar is the case with strategic cost management. The case study, same marginal costing, here also marginal costing. Rather, we want the student to be a decision maker. So now the case studies which are there, make or buy, produce, make or buy, right? Or relevant costing or anything which is budgeting, which is all going to be related to decision making, is going to be case scenario based learning. Now set C is 10 topics we have given, and these all were forming part of some or the other syllabus, which was neither giving them an expertise in the main core paper, nor they were getting expertise in all these important areas. And if you go back and see, this all 10 papers which are there are post-qualification, either certification or diploma courses in the institute. So let a person decide which areas of expertise he wants or she wants to be. And set D, for the first time, we have introduced the concept of Constitution of India and Art of Advocacy. Psychology and philosophy. Philosophy of an organization, psychology of a person, till the time you don't understand in today's scenario, you will not be able to do any audit. And the mistakes which are happening, the frauds which are taking place, I always say one thing, frauds are intentions. Intentions cannot be audited till the time you don't understand the philosophy and the psychology of a person and an organization. Entrepreneurship and startup ecosystem, digital ecosystem and controls. This is going to be one of the important areas. When you do forensic accounting as an expert area, kindly go and do psychology and philosophy along with it. When you do arbitration and conciliation, go to Constitution of India and take Art of Advocacy in that. Just align. Just these all things can be crisscross aligned with multiple subjects. So whichever you want to take, sit, watch, listen. Once you complete a chapter, what will happen is multiple choice question will come. Select, 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 do your completion, assessment test. Once you are confident at any given point in time, any date, you go and do your assessment examination. That's it. So is this interesting, or the traditional way of writing examination is interesting? Do we want students to understand, apply their mind, or do we want students to just mug up and just reproduce what is required? The chartered accountants' demand in the world is unbelievable, and we are watching that on a continuous basis. SEPC, Service Promotion Export Council, in that chartered accountancy or accounting profession is number 3, where they want to do export of CA services as one of the most important exports which is there in the world. So these are things which we are there in the self-paced learning module. I'll answer questions when we come specifically. And these are the topics which are being taken for finally. The best one is going to be integrated business solutions. That means whatever I have learned during my entire journey of chartered accountancy learning is going to be a saransh rahega sabka. Ye nichod rahega sabka. Where a person is going to be given maybe 2, 3, 4, we don't know, 25 marks each case study. And the case study is to be understood well, and the answer is to be given combining all laws and regulations. Just imagine the quality of student which we are going to get is going to be unmatchable. Foundation, inter, complete your inter. In your ITT and GMCS, what we are going to teach, do you know? You are going to get articles who are actually going to go through the ITT syllabus, where they are going to be taught about, one second. You are going to be taught about what? Just imagine. They are going to be taught on how income tax portal looks, how GST portal look, what is there in SAP, what is there in Oracle, what is there in Zoho, what are the kind of data analytic tools I can use, what is Microsoft Excel and tool. And today my daughter is learning Microsoft. So what we need to teach the student is primarily how do I use Power BI? What kind of different audit tools, analytical tools are available. So a student who is completed intermediate course, done his or her ITT and GMCS, going to complete, and you are given with that trained resource, a person who's gone through a free of mind learning, passing 2 years of articleship. And during their learning experience, what is given? Self-paced learning. That means experiential learning, which is case scenario based. Who's going to get benefited? Are we diluting the case, or we are actually strengthening the entire process of learning? Am I right or no? The moment you complete your articleship, 6 months later, you have to write your examination. That means what? You have to do your ITT and GMCS post-articleship. Then you have to go attend any class you want. We are going to give free lectures to the students. We are actually coming out with one of the finest proposals. When it gets approved, you will be shocked to see. And today you record. What is the thing going to be? Wait and watch. So what is going to happen? The student who is going to write his examination, he is going to write examination with the integrated case study. That means whether he's done his articleship with a firm which has most tax audit cases or GST cases or audit cases, it is no differentiation for that boy or girl, because institute is going to give them training. They are going to give a visualization impact of learning. That is going to be a future of the entire profession. And just imagine a student who is from which village you want to name. Tell me. A student who is going to be, I don't know, any example you can give, which village or city, town you would like to take? Not Bombay, Delhi, Hyderabad and all. Which name? Please tell me. हरजी आप बोलिए, कोई गांव आपका है जहां से आप आते हैं? मैडम वर्षा आप बताएं. Any name?
Mundra. Kutch.
Kutch. Do you think that the Kutch student today is getting exposure of SAP? You know what we are going to give that student? The student, once he completes his articleship, sandbox learning of entire SAP, how SAP accounting entries are passed, which are the T codes which are there in that, how and transaction is to be evaluated, what technology is to be used to pull out the data. We are going to get, we have signed MOU with SAP worldwide, and they are giving us this entire learning almost free of cost. And they are going to give that number of students the entire access for 6 to 8 months free of cost, so that student can sit and do. So student who is coming out of Kutch or is coming out from Mumbai or Hyderabad will be equal when he qualifies and faces the corporate world. Just imagine. Just imagine. Sir, we are really proud that we are chartered accountants and we have done something good for the society. What more? Itna Bhagwan credit de diya, sir. Isse badke kya chahiye? My father gave his life to the institute. I am giving my life to the institute. Why are we doing? Example, all these council members who are sitting and trying to do their best. Lot of criticism comes, but no one knows what actually is the answer. What is that we are visualizing and what is that we are thinking? Our visualization is something which we want to ensure. Sorry. 1 second. 1 second. I'm sorry. So we are trying to give. We are not perfect. We may not be perfect, but we want to be the best. In that process of perfection, we will deliver the best. And you all people who are going to be there, you all seniors who are there, you know what is going to happen? You are going to learn from the next generation chartered accountant. Yes. But only difference is they are very advanced in technology, but they are not good in decision making. So what is going to happen is one side, a senior, and one side, a youngster, is going to blend the entire ecosystem and actually make it something big. Just imagine experience and speed. When it is moving forward together, what quality and breed of chartered accountants we are going to get in time to come. So there might be small things here or there. Over a period of time, we will evolve. Government has trusted us that you go internationally spread chartered accountancy. What more credit you expect? We are thinking that how experiential learning can actually give a benefit to our student. Just imagine, once when I started my practice, after 4 or 5 years, my father asked one question. What do you think? How do you think the practice is? I said, you are not my competition. Future is my competition. And actually, I'm telling you, it's not going to be the senior firms which are going to be competition in time to come. It is going to be the youth which is going to be a competition. And I am telling you again, the students who are going to qualify from this new syllabus will be way advanced, because they are going to be taught blockchain, they are going to be taught RPA, they are going to be taught SAP, they are going to be taught income tax, GST, Ind AS, accounting standard. But the most important part is technology and ethics, which we have embedded in the entire syllabus, which Nirmala Sitharaman ji has talked about. Can you just imagine a finance minister talking in a public forum saying that the entire course of CA is changed? And we are happy to see this kind of change which is coming in. Have you imagined? Charmi, you are young. Naiti, you are young. But we all have come from a particular stage. Can you visualize your profession 5 years from now? Just imagine what and where we are. The way technology has changed. Today, no one uses cash. Today, everything is Paytm, correct? Or Google Pay. How the transformation is happening? What changes are coming? You, I, all of us who are sitting on the screen or might be, who are watching, you go back and check. My daughter, who is now in 11th standard, or my niece, who is in 7th standard, the speed with which they use technology, we can't even imagine. Right? The financial transactions which are going to be there in time to come are all going to be integrated with technology. People who don't understand that technology is going to drive the entire ecosystem, and we need to change ourselves. How it is going to impact? What is systems audit going to be? What is cybersecurity audit going to be? How, this entire modification is going to take us through. You go back and see the syllabus, digital ecosystem. In auditing, we removed audit of insurance company. We removed in bank audits. You know that the bank audit, which was 70 pages, is now 7 pages. What is required to be taught to a student? It's only revenue recognition criteria, right? Or I don't want to teach something which is not required more. When you talk about insurance, आप भी पढ़े हैं ना sir? हम भी तो पढ़े हैं. Tell me, Charmi, Nayati, or might be Raj, you all are qualified chartered accountants. You have written your examination. Have you ever done used the insurance audit? Why do I teach? I have post-qualification course. Let that boy or girl do it in the post-qualification course. Why are we thinking that you know everything you need to teach to a student? Why an burden is given to a student? Rather, if we are able to give them an exposure or experience of clarity in mind of what they are doing, why they are doing CA. Post qualification हमारे पास expertise है, हम करा लेंगे उसको. Rather, in auditing, what we have added, digital assurance. How digital assurance is to be given. You are talking about sampling. Where is sampling today? All transactions are recorded. Why do you require sampling? Why do you require sampling? Tell me. That means today, forget anything. Priti Ben is there or not, I don't know. But otherwise, Priti Ben is there. What did SEBI chairperson say? I need a document to come from the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. Why are you giving me partial assurance? I want full assurance. You remove the concept of sampling from your audit. I want full assurance. Not true and fair. I want true and correct. Where are we heading towards? What are we trying to do? Are we trying to evolve ourselves? What is ESG framework? What did Finance Minister say the other day? That the ESG reporting is going to be one of the most important services which a chartered accountant is going to do. What is ESG? What is it relating to finance? How is it relevant? Ask Priti Ben, she'll tell you. How importantly she is getting deliberations done with the SEBI. What is social stock exchange? Why it has come? The future. What is income tax now? AIS के अंदर आपसे ज्यादा इंफॉर्मेशन आपके क्लाइंट के बारे में डिपार्टमेंट में. जीएसटी डिपार्टमेंट में आप एक काम करो, इधर का क्रेडिट उधर डाल दो, क्रेडिट मिलेगा क्या भाई राज? आपको करना क्या बचा है? Everything is compliance based. Put data, everything will come out. So what is left out for a chartered accountant? And wait for some more time. What is going to come for a chartered accountant? Tell me. Today there is no accounting package which gives you Schedule 3 financial statements. Am I right or wrong? Just wait for some more time. Your entire packages which are now getting developed is going to come. The moment you push trial balance of any accounting package, it will throw you out Schedule 3. So why are we not visualizing that income tax, GST and company law will combine together and there will be only one single return in time to come? How will you audit those all things till the time you don't understand what is technology? What is ethics relating to technology? How we need to move forward? So my dear students, what I'm trying to tell you and all the senior members, visualize tomorrow. Don't live in yesterday. Yesterday is over. हम कुछ नहीं कर सकते. 3 साल की आर्टिकलशिप थी, उसको 2 साल कर दिया. अरे 2 साल क्यों करे? समझो तो सही. हमको उस बच्चे को फोकस लेकर काम करवाना. Let those boys and girls move in the right direction. With this, I can only tell you one thing is, if you have any, I know there is a transition scheme which people have questions on. One thing which I tell you, dear students who are there attending and members, please understand, institute will never do anything wrong. 75 साल में तो कुछ गलत नहीं करा सर. तो आप बताओ 75वें साल में कुछ गलत करेगा इंस्टीट्यूट? कभी नहीं करेगा, है ना? So just have a trust, belief. अरे पड़ोसी के घर की आवाज को इंस्टीट्यूट के घर की आवाज तो नहीं है ना. वो हम बच्चों को बोलते हैं कि who do you listen to, parents or neighbors? So they say parents. Then when parents are taking care of you for your future, we are doing something new and different. Trust us. We are always going to be there for you. We want this profession not only for the 75 years, but in time to come for 750 years and never ending time. Remember one thing, till the time money and money's worth is there, chartered accountancy course will always be shining. जिस दिन देश के अंदर, वर्ल्ड के अंदर पैसे का वैल्यू खत्म हो जाएगा, शायद जब, लेकिन उसके लिए भी प्रीति बहन अपना इंतजाम कर दी, सोशल स्टॉक एक्सचेंज कराकर, ESG रिपोर्टिंग कराकर, वो भी टेंशन नहीं अपने लिए था, है कि नहीं? So friends, if any questions are there, I'm always open, and without hesitation ask any number of questions which you have. I have limitation of time because I need to take a flight. I have 15 minutes, but if you think Priti bean, agar मैं कुछ
yeah, we are there, don't worry. 15 मिनट बहुत है क्वेश्चन आंसर के लिए, otherwise I am there.
नहीं, अब तुम्हारा नाम तो कुछ खराब नहीं कराना, मैं कुछ आगे ज्यादा बोल दिया तो मुश्किल हो जाएगी, फिर बाद में आपको CTC वाले बोलेंगे भाई इसको बोलना नहीं बोलना। अभी तक तो सब आपके बोलने पे सब आ जाते हैं, अब मेरे आपके बोलने पे मैं भी आ गया। I don't know what it is.
नहीं, so I think it's good deliberations, and we can have question answers also. So in chat box, if any question is there, Niyati, please look into, or I don't know whether raise hand or anything is there, so we can keep it open. But nice deliberations, I think so.
So
thanks Daya bhai for your kind gestures, and 75 साल विश्वास के, that is what we have, the tagline of 75th year of ICAI.
I am thankful to the president who made me the convener of that 75-year celebration.
Yes, I am thankful who has made me the chairing this sustainability board. I am thankful to president.
Yes, Charmi's asked.
Yeah, questions, Niyati. Can we take the questions?
Yeah, first let us ask these people who are on the screen directly.
No,
if they have any question or they have any. अभी सर देखो, जो अच्छा मेरा, जो बुरा प्रीति बहन का, खत्म.
No, I will say in a one line. I will say in a one line. Now, all you will find the new students of the 65 years plus age. This is because the way you was explained, really, I really excited, and the way you are putting, and I'm sure all the students who are listening or watching this program really must be excited to come on to the news. I mean, this is a great one. This is, I thank you to the institute and the way this is the course initiated by the Priti and the Daya. Thank you.
Thank you. Varsha, you are a mentor to Priti Ben. Are you okay with the new course or not?
Yes, definitely, sir. This is what exactly, I mean, in Chamber, we had one essay competition in which this topic was there, that what is the smarter way of learning. And this course is exactly matching with these expectations of the toppers who met to that essay competition. Actually, this is quite dynamic and in advance thinking of what the professional scenario is going to be in coming years. Yeah, I think we have few already questions in the chat box. Please address that first. Then if there are anything which is left out, we can always ask to Priti Ben. But those who already mentioned the questions, please address them.
Sir, can I read it for you?
Yeah, please.
Awesome. The first question is, if we have an exemption in a subject as per May 23 exam, will the exemption be carried forward in the new scheme as well? Till which attempt would my exemption be applicable?
See, exemptions which are being given now in the new curriculum, we have very thoughtfully gone through the entire thing. If you want, now there are two parts. अगर आपको याद होगा, हम 3 साल के लिए ही exemption, 3 attempt के लिए exemption use कर सकते हैं. Now, what is being put in the new regulation is, you will get that exemption. First, we don't want to withdraw your exemption. Be happy. Point number 1. Point number 2, till the 3 attempts, same old provision will continue. After 3 attempts, you want to continue the exemption. You can continue, but in the balance 2 paper, you have to get 100 marks.
Okay. The same person has asked, if we have cleared group 1 in old scheme and will appear in group 2 in new scheme, then are we required to give only audit FMSM in accounts and cost exempted?
See, that paper-to-paper mapping is actually put before the council, hopefully on the 14th and 15th. Once that has come out, I have the answer, but I cannot answer because that approval जब तक आएगा नहीं पापा से, वहां से हम कुछ कर नहीं सकते, है ना? Let it come and we'll share it by end of August. Not end of August, but before that only.
15th August. We have the council
Paper.
meeting on 14th and 15th August. So
Yes.
once it is approved by the council, it will be put up on the website of Institute and Board of Studies.
Yes. So now the point is basically this paper-to-paper mapping, paper-to-paper exemption is just going to come. So wait for that. Don't speculate anything. We have to follow a procedure. Institute regulations follow करना पड़ेगा. वो हम कर रहे हैं. ठीक है ना?
Yes. This scheme seems useful for those students who are entering through foundation route. They can complete intermediate good while doing graduation and can do articleship for 2 years. But who are entering after completing graduation, they will take almost 3 years to complete articleship and intermediate group. So CA is equivalent to master's program. So why not emphasis on completion of proper graduation or extra benefit to whom are doing their graduation through regular college? Please clarify.
See, one thing which people have to understand, which we are trying to work out at the back end, is we are signing MOUs with multiple universities, where we are just trying to ensure that a lot of arrangement has been done. However, that doesn't matter. The point is to let us do an analysis of how many people are coming from graduation. Do you know? How many students are there every year? Close to कितने रहेंगे प्रतिबंध? 1 लाख के करीब. Correct? कितने लोग डायरेक्ट एंट्री से आते हैं पता है आज की तारीख में? 5,000 लोग सिर्फ. 5,000. So that means 95% of the people, or more than 95% of the people, are doing foundation and then they are coming. So no one is like me who actually enjoyed their college life and then they wanted to do CA. So now the students are actually well and thoughtful that as soon as I complete my 10th, 11th, 12th, when I go for my registration of foundation course, I'll qualify and then I'll move around, right? So technically, please understand, it is for few, we cannot change the entire ecosystem. So that few, if they want to be the privileged chartered accountant, then they have to go through a process. If a student has put in the heart and soul in doing foundation examination and then coming through the process, a graduation cannot come directly jumping from there, right? So the point is that I also have to clear certain examinations which are very clearly given and let them come to the process. So no dispute on that.
So please explain country-specific curriculum. Nowadays, students have to appear CPA to practice in USA.
See, the country-specific curriculum is very simple. Example, if a CPA is been doing, if a person has qualified a CPA of any country, right, in India, a lot of people are coming and teaching. Can he sign a financial statement? No, right? Similarly, what they are doing, they are teaching the syllabus, but they are teaching their country-specific syllabus. They are not teaching India syllabus, please understand. But whereas we are going to go to America or might be Europe or might be Africa, right, or UAE, and we are going to design syllabus based on their requirement. So what is happening? A chartered accountant who is becoming a chartered accountant, what will happen? He's a CPA from America, CPA from Australia, CPA from this. He'll be a chartered accountant from ICAI, which is country-specific syllabus. You get my point? I hope I'm answered this.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So inter CA not appeared and final CA for last 6 years. Will new course applicable for me or old course applicable for me?
Sorry. Please read it again.
Inter CA not appeared. So final CA for last 6 years will be new course applicable to me or old course applicable to me?
I think, I think he is already an inter CA and has not appeared for CA final for the last 6 years. So
Yeah.
Now I would
new
answer,
course-
Daya bhai, now there is no system of parallel exams, old course or new course. From next year onwards, May 24 exams, everything is new examination only, 6 subjects, 2 paper. He has cleared 8 papers in intermediate, then he has to give only 2 self-paced paper. 2 self-papers will be exempt for him because he has already 8 papers he has given instead of 6 papers in intermediate exam. So he has to, only new scheme will be, there is only one examination pattern. I hope I am clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Right.
Has AI tools been embedded in new system of learning? Tools like presentation, designing of papers, and many more such tools. Sir has already answered that.
Wait and watch.
The next question is
now also our examination pattern is one of the best. Even Supreme Court has also said that if you want to learn the examination system, go to ICAI and learn from ICAI. So right now also it is a digitalized and more things are coming through AI.
Right.
True, ma'am. I have cleared CA Inter 10 years back, and from last 8 years, I have not appeared for CA final. Now I have to first clear self-paced module, then appear for final examination.
So for certain students, we are talking about when they are old syllabus student, which is last year, which is there. For those people only, they can write it. They can complete the self-paced learning post-writing examination. If they qualify, right? Example, they write examination, they pass final with 6 papers. 2 still have to do A and B. So they'll not get the membership. They'll pass the examination, but only for those students for 1 attempt will be that they have to do the self-paced learning and then only apply for membership. Clear?
But sir, additional thing which I wanted to ask in this question, they will have to give only 2 papers in self-paced module.
Because A and B.
A and B, company law and costing.
So I'll just tell you one simple answer. Very simple. I think most of your questions will be answered. Example, if a person has completed intermediate 8 papers, right? And he left CA. So, and now he wants, now the course is good. Now I want to do, I get my confidence karke aa jayega. Okay? So what will happen is he has to register automatical conversion. Abhi ye bar we are having automatic conversion. There is nothing which you need to apply and change. Automatic conversion ho gaya. Now a person who is writing in the month of May examination, right? He has to write 6 papers because he completed 8 there and final mein 6 papers. Now the 2 papers which are there, no, is set A and B. Clear? Khatam. Now if a person is cleared group 1, so he will be exempted to do in final. If a person is completed group 1, he will be exempted with set A. If he is completed group, he will be exempted with
group B.
Right? If a person has cleared 1 group of intermediate in past, which is 4 papers, and now he is writing another 4 groups, that means 3 papers only are there in month of May 24, not November. In November he has to write 4, right? 3. So the moment you write 3, what examination committee is going to decide which need to be given exemption, C or D? C or D also will be given exemption because he's cleared 4 papers. Get my point? Technically 20 papers are there for you, but the way it has been divided is basically अब ये भी पेपर समझ लो, आप 4 पेपर जो है ना हम लोग सेल्फ पेस में लेके आए. Now this self-paced learning examination was required to be written versus now it is going to be MCQ based online.
So in a nutshell, the number of papers are 20. Earlier it was 8 plus 8, intermediate 8 papers, final 8 papers, total 16. Foundation was 4, so 20. So here in the new scheme, for foundation is same 4. Instead of 8 in inter and final, it is 6 and 4 subjects are self-paced module. So if someone has cleared intermediate, now they have to give the total numbers. We don't want students to write more, give more exams. So 8 papers he has already given, so only 2 self-paced module he has to give.
Right?
Yes, sir. Sir, can I ask you one more question, because we have many 20, 30 questions coming up. So just let us know when you want to leave the session.
नहीं, just run through. I think most of the questions will be
थोड़ा
answered.
ना compile कर लो चार्मी, जो similar question है ना compile करके थोड़ा fast पूछ लो, तो
Okay.
we'll conclude in next 5 minutes और conclude कर लेंगे.
Okay, ma'am. We can attempt exams from different countries since now the countries are limited.
See, that is based on the number of students we have each country. So that will be based on that only, right?
So
minimum 5 लोगों की जरूरत है, if I am not wrong, for conducting an examination.
5 बच्चे तो वो सेंटर पे एग्जाम होनी ही है.
So what is the cutoff time for clearing the self-paced online modules for appearing the final exam?
Till the time you don't finish self-paced learning, you cannot write CA final exam. So that's the cutoff time.
So will 30% as MCQ be part of all papers or only selective papers?
All papers.
What is the transition scheme for existing students?
Automatic.
It's automatic. First 30th June हो गया. अब 1st July automatically
only new scheme.
Then is come into new scheme, which has never happened in past. So it is basically we have taken at one go the entire thing.
Okay. With the advent of blockchain technology, will the entire process of audit be redundant?
No. You need to audit the blockchain. Whether
Jeremy,
it is the right process. Chalo.
Jeremy, only stick to the relevant questions because of the time constraint.
नहीं उसका भी जवाब दे दिया ना प्रीति बहन.
हाँ, I understand, but क्या है?
audit करना पड़ेगा.
Audit cannot be redundant at any point of time. It is our base, and we are the regulators for audit.
Yes, and till the time I told you, no, remember in mind, जब तक पैसा है दुनिया में, जब तक audit है, ये याद रख लो. So don't worry. Only the ways and the way we do audit will change.
So the last question for the day, my son is in 10th standard. So which subject he can choose in 11th standard, which can help in him doing in chartered accountant course?
My daughter, I'll give you example. I was requesting her to do CA. And for my surprise, what she did, you know, what's her combination in 11th? Is fashion designing, psychology, and commerce. And entrepreneurship. 4 core papers. Now just think what I told. She said that passion is fashion designing. If I'm not an entrepreneur, how will I do fashion designing? If I do effective fashion designing, I should know about commerce. But for doing fashion designing, I need to understand the psychology of a person for whom I am designing the clothes. She is in 11th standard. She is telling this. So just imagine, just ask your child there, why are you worried? He or she will do.
I will add to what Daya Bhai has said. See, the best selection papers can be maybe accounts, economics, maths, and all. But we have seen the examples that a member who is also a computer engineer is a chartered accountant. A person who is, today we have Sunil Agarwal, who is a CFO of LIC of India. He is a computer engineer and a chartered accountant. Okay. A member who is in our council, there is one person who has graduated in zoology and a chartered accountant. So there is no bar to it. Anyone can do chartered accountants.
अरे किस आदमी के पास पैसा नहीं है बोलो ना. हर आदमी को टैक्स रिटर्न भरना है, हर आदमी को जीएसटी रिटर्न भरना है, तो वो कोई भी आदमी आकर सीख लेगा अकाउंटिंग. चलो, anything more or we are exhausted?
No, we have much more question, but I think you have a flight to catch, so we'll
you ask, no problem. If any relevant question is there, I don't want to drop that question and go. Luckily, my flight is delayed by 15 minutes. Chalo.
फ्लाइट भी उनको पूछ के काम करता है. चलता है.
So hope sir you are sitting in lounge for नता हम लोग की वजह से आपकी फ्लाइट मिस हो जाएगी.
नहीं मैं होटल में बैठा हूँ. I am in Bangalore. I came today morning to address all the students here, and we visited the Bangalore University, and they are excited to sign MOU with ICI, and I'm hoping that the entire way, because they are excited about skilling the youth, and we are promising them that the skilling process of a graduate who is qualifying, who is completing his graduation, they don't have experience. So we as chartered accountants can actually think about guiding them in regards to the skilling part when they want to do internship or training with the chartered accountant firms. So there's a very good discussion which we had, and across the country we are having this. ये बात तो पक्की है, पार्टनर इन नेशन बिल्डिंग तो आईसीआई बनेगा.
In addition to what Daya has said, because it is relevant for Mumbai people, that we recently signed MOU with HSNC board, which covers HR, KC College, Jain College, Chandibai, CHM, and all, for the faculty development and the students related activities. And we had, so this is going on.
Yeah. और कोई क्वेश्चन है?
एक लास्ट है, MCQ papers. In MCQ papers, does there is negative marking or not?
No.
So there was a long deliberation, and ultimately the company has decided in the favor of students. We don't want to stop the creative thinking of our student, even whether it is guesswork or no guesswork. We are not going to have negative marking.
And my whatever I have given, that has been taken up. I had said no negative marking. I remember this deliberation.
We are into 0 rated right now for RRC. That means it's still in the power of ICI, but we are putting 0.
Yes.
There are a couple of questions on self-paced modules. One, when it will be released, when it has to be given, and whether it will be MCQ based.
Yeah. So when it will be released is we are completed the syllabus drafting totally. We are now working for recording of lectures, and another 2 months time we should be in position to actually launch the self-paced learning. So students will get that self-paced learning modules shortly.
So with this, can we conclude? And to add to Sir, we have blind trust on ICI and the council members whom we have elected, and also to whom we have not elected. So all 32 people are doing fabulous job, and we have blind trust on them. So thank you so much for giving such a new scheme to students. And thank you, sir. You were fabulous, and you were the best person who could throw light on this syllabus. So with this, I request Ananya to give vote of thanks to sir. And ma'am also.
Ananya, you are on mute.
Ananya, you are on mute.
Before Ananya says something, anyone would like to share any thought? You can just share.
Yes, Harish bhai, anything?
So I would like to thank you, sir. I think this whole session has been more insightful for the seniors and more of the anxious about the students would have been. I think what we need to keep pace with to train such students is we also need to scale up and skill ourselves so dynamically, so has to be impressing the students and meeting their demands in terms of learning. That's really a good insight for all seniors, and it's been really wonderful listening to you. And Priti also, thank you so much. It's really been for us to get geared up. This is what that insight I would say.
I made one statement at the beginning saying that if an opportunity given, I'll be the first person to write CA exam again.
Sir, वापिस आप देने वाले हो exam?
अरे प्रीति बहन देखो,
I know how much, how many attempts you have given.
बोर्ड ऑफ स्टडीज का चेयरमैन नहीं बना तो चश्मा नहीं था, चेयरमैन बनने का चश्मा आ गया इतना तो मैं.
I am not asking right now how many attempts you have given.
Yes, over to you.
So just one line.
Yeah.
That I'm really proud. I've always been in awe of the curriculum of the institute, and I teach GST in one of the diploma courses in Siddharth College. So there also I use institute's modules only to teach the students. Wonderfully curated. The flow charts are given. I don't know why I didn't find it that easy when I was studying, but now I do.
For one fact, Harish ji,
yeah,
that when we launched the new syllabus on 1st of July through the hands of Honorable President of India, the same moment we launched the new study material for Foundation, Inter and Final together online on the BOS portal.
Great. Yes.
So, sir, this pack shows how much deliberation you have put into floor this course. Over to you, Ananya.
I am not even from this background. I'm a lawyer by profession, but trust me, there was not a single dull moment in this session. I was actively listening and I was actively engaged in the session. And despite not being a chartered accountant or a CA student, had so much to take back from the session. So thank you so much, Daya, Niwas sir and Priti ma'am for organizing this. And so your presentation was amazing. The way you had presented your thoughts and bullet points, it was very, very engaging for somebody like me also. And also one more thing I have to say about this session is that 1.5 hours passed by and I didn't even, kind of get uh, grip on the time. I was very I just wanted it to go on, and it was absolutely fabulous. So thank you so much for sparing time for us despite the fact that you had to catch a flight, and for making it so engaging for all of us. And I would also like to thank CTC for giving us the platform. I see Harish sir is here, and Varsha is here, Vitang is here. Thank you so much for giving us this platform, for giving CA students this platform. And I am absolutely awestruck by the session. I am also very thankful to all those who were behind the scenes for the session, especially Niyati, Charmi, Raj, and whoever was behind the scenes. Amazing event. Thank you so much, everybody.
The key, Ananya, is only the fear of Priti Ben, which I spoke with.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Look forward for coming and interacting with students in future also. And if you think members will also come. And invite me for attending some good seminars as an attendee also. Priti Ben will not, I know. Right?
Oh, I don't have any problem, sir.
Good.
So thank you very much, Daya bhai, and
Thank you, sir.
kudos to CTC, entire team, student committee, Niyati, and everyone. Thank you very much, and let us conclude this session.
Yeah. Thank you, Priti, for initiating this and making it turn around in such a shortest time. Like, in a week's time, this program has been conceptualized and delivered. So thanks to you for this support. Thank you.
Yeah. Varsha madam knows how we do the programs.
And just one announcement on Wednesday, that is day after, we are going to have a session on the IT returns, AIS and TIS. So all those interested, please register for it. And we are also going to have a tax audit program in August. So,
thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now we'll invite Daya bhai on some artificial intelligence also.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, in technology.
Akka will
Done,
be
ma'am,
there.
done.
Thank you all for inviting.
एक हैदराबाद में करो अभी, हैदराबाद में कर लो अभी.
आ जाओ CTC, you do it in Center of Excellence.
Sir, we have a study group in Hyderabad. Sir, we have a study group in Hyderabad.
I know. No, but come to Center of Excellence, we'll do some nice program.
Yes.
Thank you all.
Okay,
Thank you
bye,
for
good night. Bye, everyone. Bye.
bye.